Sadhguru's 10-second rule before eating food can change people's lives. We live in an age where quickness, be it in completing tasks or in eating food, is appreciated and rewarded. Gone are the days when slow and steady wins the race was the norm. Today, everything needs to be done immediately and as quickly as possible. Unfortunately though, in this rush to accomplish, humans have stopped paying their gratitude to things, being happy about what they have, and mindfulness is slowly fading away from our life. And to tackle this, Sadhguru, one of the wisest and most learned spiritual gurus, shared his 2 cents on the importance of gratitude. In a video doing rounds on the internet, Sadhguru talks about a simple yet powerful practice that can help change people's lives. A 10-second rule. Sadhguru explains that before he begins eating, he takes just 10 seconds to express gratitude to the food on his plate. And for him this brief pause is not just a ritual but a moment to acknowledge and respect the food that will sustain and nourish him. He says that food is not just fuel for the body but a gift from nature. And so, when we pay our gratitude to something that sustains us and helps us stay alive, we develop a sense of respect for the whole process of living. Instead of taking things for granted, we learn to realize that what we eat has come to us by effort and thus it should not be wasted. Moving on, Sadhguru also talked about the importance of taking only what is necessary on the plate. He says that when it comes to food, he will only add to his plate what he can eat, no more, because wasting something that comes from nature is disrespectful and careless. And when thought about in a general sense, we live in a world where millions of people go hungry every day, and wasting food is not only unethical but also a disrespect to the life cycle of everything that makes that food available to us. Be it the farmer who sows the seed in the ground, or the family member of the same farmer who harvests it, or the hands that prepare the food for us to eat, when we waste food or when we reject what is in our plate, we disrespect every hand and hard work that has went into making the meal for us. Taking care of the world. Sadhguru also says that it is not just cooked food on the plate that should be respected and saved, but also the resources that sustain life, the soil, water, and air, should be saved and protected. Sadhguru says, whenever I use anything which are the constituents of my life, like the soil or water or air, I will see that 1% of it can be saved by me. In everyday life, we can do the same by being mindful of water usage while washing dishes, or by reducing soil erosion, or even by not polluting the air with unnecessary pollutants. These actions could be as little as turning the tap off when you are brushing your teeth, or something big like not just dumping away the e-waste that could harm nature. The power of small changes. By having gratitude, by paying respect to life-sustaining elements, by trying to save even a small percentage of things that matter, people can walk towards a better, more sustainable world. Sadhguru says small, actionable changes can do more good to this world than lofty philosophies have ever done. In the viral video, he says, these small changes are what set people apart and change people's lives, not great philosophies. And when thought about in real life, real changes and positive actions rarely come from just talking and deliberating about them, they happen when people actually make changes in their everyday life. Inculcating the teachings. As Sadhguru mentions the gratitude one must pay for the food, it is important to remember that this should not be limited to mealtimes. Instead, to make this world a better place to live, it should become a way of life. Simple acts such as thanking the soil for growing crops, appreciating the water we drink, or feeling gratitude for the air we breathe can help us stay grounded and condition our mind into saving and doing as much as we can for the environment and the world around us. What will the 10-second rule do? Well, the 10-second rule of being respectful towards your food can do great good if we understand the meaning behind it. By pausing for just a few seconds, we will understand how much we need the food, but by trying to save just a small percent of Earth's natural elements, we will make a better place out of Earth. And by giving ourselves just 10 seconds before we eat, we will have a chance to think about all the efforts that went into making the food, which might deter some people from wasting or throwing it away without remorse. When we will stop for just 10 seconds and think about everyone who made this food possible, from the farmer to the cook, it will fill our heart with gratitude for the preparation and will help us be more mindful while eating.